Out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the vast unending skies, I found a worn-out leather saddle where my deepest heartache lies. By the creek where waters murmur, there's a scarf you left behind. Every thread a tale of summer when your hand was locked in mine. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In the saddle haunts I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Years have rolled like thunder, rumbling over distant stormy hills. The old porch we danced upon, now silent, empty chills. The town once loud with laughter echoes with our whispered past. Gravel roads we roam together, now just pathways overgrown with grass. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In the saddle haunts I linger, trapped in a love that time can't daunt. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Underneath the vast prairie sky, I let your memory dance. Rain washes over old regrets, gives a man a second chance. Yet every cabin, every star tells a story of our plight. In the heart of every wilderness, I face the cold, lonely night. So the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the lost and free, carrying voices of yesterday, tying you forever to me. In the saddle haunts I reckon, some loves are ghosts we can't outrun. Every sunset's a reminder of a love I've never won. Out where the oak tree shadows lay along across the lane, I recall a cabin weathered by the wind and rain. Her laughter lived like wildfire, wild and uncontained, and in that flickering sunlight, her smile called my name. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice would softly claim each corner of my restless heart, a love I can't reclaim. Now the prairie winds are colder and the silence speaks her name. Since her smile called my name, nothing's been the same. Underneath the porch light where we used to sit and dream, an empty rocking chair now sways a ghostly quiet scene. That dusty road we walked along, now just a fading trail. Her scarf still hangs upon the hook, frayed and pale. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice would softly claim each corner of my restless heart, a love I can't reclaim. Now the prairie winds are colder and the twilight feels so tame. Since her smile called my name, everything has changed. In the silence neath the stars, I feel her touch in the midnight rain. Each drop a memory falling softly, mingle joy and pain. An old guitar plays slowly, a melody of days when she was mine, echoing through the canyon like a lost forgotten time. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice forever claims a part of my wandering soul on these endless open plains. Now every sunset's bittersweet, painted with her flame. Since her smile called my name, I've never been the same. Every trail I ride, every quiet night, her smile calls my name. Hush of dawn by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist hide the mountains neath. I heard her laugh wild as a creek, where the bluebell sang and the pines would speak. Her voice like a path through forgotten ways in the golden dust of our yesterdays. Oh, her voice walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust, and underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingers, then fades away. Now the porch swings lonely, the cabin's bare, gravel roads lead to who knows where. The rains came through and the curtains tore, the laughter faded, won't grace no more. From the saddle to the saloon's dim light, every trail turns to her in the night. Oh, her voice walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust, and underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingers, then fades away. On a lonesome trail by the river's bend, I reckon time might heal or pretend, but the oak still stands and the wind still roams where her memory dances and my heart still roams. Yes, her voice walked away with the westward wind, now just echoes in the songs I've penned. But deep in the canyons, past the fading light, her melody stirs the birds in flight. So I'll ride these plains neath the endless gray, where her voice walked away, where her voice walked away. out where the oak trees whisper secrets of old, in a land where my heart's tales were never told, by the creek where we laughed under moon's soft glow. Your shadow dances on the water's murky flow. That old wooden porch, we'd sway slow in the breeze, now creaks neath my boot, along with my pleas. Ghosts shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, where sweet sand lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echo in the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghosts shiver through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. Years roll like the thunder across these wide plains, since the rain washed away all but our love's remains. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment so frail on the trail we once walked, now just a faded trail. The cabin sits empty like the hollows of my soul, each corner filled with memories I can't control. Ghosts shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, where your sweet sand lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echo in the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghosts shivered through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. So here's to the silence between each dust kicks dry, to the stars that keep secrets of the tears that I've cried. Night drapes the prairie in a blanket so wide, your ghost finds me here in the shadows I hide. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, now only your scent lingers beneath infinite skies where old dreams come to die. I whisper your name with a lone heartfelt sigh. Oh, ghost shivered through the sunsets, here I'll abide on the gravel roads bend forever, you and I. In the hush of early dawn, where the prairie flowers born, I recall the old oak shade where we laid our love's first cornerstone, by the creek under sky so wide. Your scarf, it danced a lonesome waltz on that porch where time did pause. Your laughter echoed, now it's lost. Saddle shut the door on all the dreams that roam these floors. The wind whispers your name through every crack beneath the boards. Sunsets bleed like the tears we've cried on the trails where we once rode. Every hoofbeat in the dust, a story of our love now goes. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds through the streets of this old town. Gravel roads once shared now bear no trace of your sweet sound. The cabin's empty, echoes fade where your dress once swayed in grace. In the silence neath the willows, I still see the moonlight on your face. Saddle shut the door on all the memories we adore. The wind carries your laugh and the rains lament our Lord. Moonlight fades where we once lay, in the arms of night so cold. Every star a whispered sigh, a tale of love no more told. just a soul aside. An empty saddle by the door, a heart that won't ride trails no more. In the night I reach for you, find just shadows on the floor. So saddle shut the door, love won't pass this way no more. Dusty heart, keep your secrets buried deep within your core. Let the sunset kiss the night, where our dreams once soared in flight. Hold me tight just once more, in the fading prairie light. A cowboy sings into the wind, his voice is soft to sorrowed lore. Saddle shut the door, my love, saddle shut the door. I tied my horse just past the pine. The town looks smaller this second time. No signs of us, no porch light lit, just echoes of where ghosts once sit. I passed the church, the general store, where you once danced across the floor. But now it's dull, the window's gray, and folks don't smile or look my way. I left without a trace this time, no goodbye kiss, no borrowed rhyme, no letter carved on tabletop, no whiskey toast, no name to drop. I walked right past that broken inn where we carved hearts and busted tin. I asked the barkeep, she still come by, he said, whose son? And that's when I died. I sat alone in that corner booth, the one she'd claim like gospel truth. I ran my hand along the wood where once she swore we'd always be good. I ordered rye like back in fall, said her name soft, just loud enough to call. A couple turned and gave blank stares, as if her name dissolved in air. I left without a trace this time, no boot prints in the dusted line, no glances back, no cowboy lore, just silent steps on memory's floor. I brought her name like some old song, but no one knew who it belonged. It hung in air, then disappeared like love that died when no one hears. I thought pain was missing someone, but worse is when the world forgets they ever run. So I left without a trace this time, not out of rage, not out of crime, just knew there's nothing left to find when even ghosts don't seem inclined. I tipped my hat, paid the rye, and whispered one last soft goodbye. Her name fell flat, the world stood still, she's gone, but I was never real. outskirts of a dream. By the shadow of an oak, I trace the lines of laughter where your scarf once gently spoke. Underneath that aging porch, where the old wood barely stands, my boots still stir the dust up like your fingers through my hands. But love said nothing as the silence filled the air, just the creaking of the saddle and a whisper of despair. The sunset bleeds like fire on horizons turning thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. Those gravel roads we wandered, now just pathways to the past. The cabin stands abandoned, like the shadows that we cast. Rain taps on the rooftop, like the rhythms of your grace. But it's just the lonely heartbeat in this empty, quiet place. Love said nothing as the darkness hugged the light, just the echo of your footsteps merging with the coming night. The stars above like watchers to a tale that's wearing thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. And oh, how the prairies remember us, every laugh woven through the grass, every tear a drop of rain, turning trails to mud and glass. But as the moon climbs the back of the hills where once our dreams did soar, I find solace in the silence, though it pains me evermore. Love said nothing, not a farewell or a sigh, just the turning of the earth and the aching of the sky. Now I ride through fading trails where our memories have thinned. Love said nothing, but I still feel everything.
Shadow of an oak where the old river bends, I found your scarf, the color of sunsets, and the wind whispers through the grass, a soft and lonely hymn, speaking of the days when your love lived within. Where the gravel roads kiss the sky's wide embrace, I can still trace your laughter, your timeless grace. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the sun dips low like my heart beneath the weight of all we lost to time's unyielding gate. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on to
slips into night. There's an empty cabin where the porch light used to glow. Now it's just the moon watching the creaky swing slow. The trails we rode are overgrown, the world has moved on, but in my dreams we're riding still from dusk till dawn. Saddles gather dust in the silence of the room, each one a chapter of love in the book of this gloom. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the stars now weep with the rain softly cried for the words left unsaid, the days that have died. Here I stand lost in echoes of what used to be, as the night claims the land but never sets me free. Under the vast endless skies I've come to understand, every trail has its end, every hourglass its sand. In the heart of the quiet, in the breath of the wind, your memory dances forever deep within. Oh, how the dust waits, and maybe it always will, on the edge of my dreams, on this silent haunted hill. So I'll ride on until my own time meets the dawn, knowing dust will wait, even when I'm gone. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on to the breeze as day slips into night. So let the dust lie where our memories fell, in the heart of the land, where the lone cowboys dwell.
Cabin weathered and worn, found a scarf you left behind, now faded and torn. Underneath that creaking porch where we'd watch the storms roll through, I recall the laughter fade as the wild prairie wind blew. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't say. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through this silent grave. If sunset drips like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake, where cracked frames shut the door. Those gravel roads we wandered, now overrun with thistles and sage. The trails we blazed have vanished like words lost on a page. I roam these empty valleys where dreams whisper through the trees, but the whisper turns to weeping in the chill of the evening breeze. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't say. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through the silent grave. A sunset drips like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake, where cracked frames shut the door. On the breath of the northern wind, I smell the rain-soaked earth, a fragrance of memories of tears and scattered mirth. Sometimes in the darkest night, when stars dare to implore, I see your smile in the moonlight, just like those times before. Cracked frame shut the door, whispers of what we knew. Every sunset a reminder of the love that once was true. Now I carry this weight alone through silent towns and lore, haunting every
step I take where cracked frames shut the door. Yes, haunting every step I take where cracked frames shut the door. Out where the oak tree meets the creeks in embrace, I carved our names inside a heart that day. We watched the sun paint gold on your soft face. Under that sky, my dreams were never gray. The fence we built from fallen timbers grace stood guard like sentries, quiet come what may. But time's a thief and winds do whisper low. That fence walked away, just like your tender glow. Now I roam these trails with dust beneath my stride, where memories echo and old ghosts reside. The saddle hangs untouched, it's worn and frayed, like the lines that time etched upon my brow. The scarf you left on the porch swing, it swayed, a dance of shadows as I keep my vow. The cabin's empty, laughter sorely traded for silence like the fields after they're plowed. But time's a thief and winds do whisper low. The fence walked away, just like your tender glow. Now I roam these trails with dust beneath my stride, where memories echo and old ghosts reside. In the heart of night, by the fire's light I see visions of you like whispers of rain on dry leaves. Each log and stone, each dream we've sown, now part of me, tethered to this land where my spirit still believes. Yes, time's a thief and shadows they do grow. The fence walked away, but your love still flows through gravel roads, neath endless azure skies. I'll walk these lands till my lonesome heart lies. And though you're gone in the sunset's fiery blaze, I find a peace in these gold-soaked wistful days. On the ridge where the oak trees shadow the dusty trail, my hat tipped low hid the eyes that once told tales. There's a scarf you left, it's faded red by the porch of pine. A whisper to the wind, your laugh trails off, no longer mine. But the hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing time, held your shadow in the light. There's an empty cabin where the gravel roads wear thin. I trace my steps, but they don't lead me back to where we begin. The saddle's worn, the leather cracks like the dry riverbed. Each stirrup swing a reminder of all the words we never said. The hat said nothing as the sky bled its gold. Silence lay heavy where our stories once boldly told. With each setting sun, like a curtain call closing tight, the hat said nothing but held your shadow in the light. Underneath the weeping willow, I finally understand. The branches bow in sorrow to the rhythms of the land. Each leaf that falls, a memory lost to time and to youth, a silent testament to the quiet, enduring truth. The hat said nothing as twilight took its claim. Stars peering down, somehow knowing your name. In the quiet of the plains, where the cold whispers roam, the hat said nothing, but it whispered you home. And so it goes under the vast unyielding night. The hat says nothing, but feels everything in the fading light.
We built a porch from barnwood gray, hung wildflowers that never fade. The roof still leaks when the rain gets mad, but you laugh and say, ain't that bad. You read your books by the window frame. I fixed the fence, call the cows by name. We don't talk much about someday, 'cause baby, this is our always. We don't wear rings, we don't toast vows. No preachers here, just creaking sounds of floors that learned our rhythm slow, of hearts that bloom and never show. We don't need promises to steer, just every morning you're still here. You hum that tune with a coffee pot, barefoot dancing in a polka dot. I carve a birdhouse, you paint the stars. We make a home from secondhand parts. There's a note you wrote taped to the wall. Don't forget we got it all. No gold, no fame, no grand parade, just time and breathe and love homemade. We don't wear rings, we don't sign names. Our love ain't caught in picture frames, but damn if it don't hold me tight when cold creeps in at end of night. No forever tattooed in ink, just two old mugs in the kitchen sink, and this one truth that makes it clear every morning you're still here. Some folks chase the fireworks high, but we found magic in bacon and rye, in the way your hair smells in July, and how you whisper stay with your eyes. We don't need crowds, we don't need cheer, just morning light and you still near. No wedding dress, no diamond flare, just flannel shirts and porch rocking chairs. If love's a home, then we're both keys, and this old life's our symphony. You don't say much, but it's crystal clear every morning Out where the red oak stands guarding the dusty plains, there's an old house that lingers beneath the skies of gray. Creaking on its porch, it holds secrets of the breeze, where we once watched the sunset, you, the mountains, and me. Oh, the winds still whisper your name through the door. Old house moans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time aches with the memory of when you were mine. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past this broken trail. Your scarf still hangs on the hook, faded, worn, frail. That old saddle rests untouched where you left it last, by the empty cabin in the shadows that you cast. Oh, the winds still whisper your name through the door. Old house groans neath the weight of the love we wore. Every plank and nail soaked with the rains of time aches with the memory of when you were mine. Underneath the starlit cloak I roam these lands alone. Echoes of our laughter in the twilight softly moan. I've wandered far, yet here's where my weary heart stays, in the quiet whispers of those golden bygone days. Yes, the winds still whisper your name, a haunting, tender, sore. Old house stands neath the sky, bearing the love we bore. Every sunrise and set paints your face in the divine, lost in the forever where you're eternally mine. All this old house lingers like the heart I can't restore. Where the oak trees shadow old gravel roads, I found her scarf by the creek where the wild water flowed. It danced in the breeze like a whisper from ghosts. In that quiet little town where I loved her the most. Oh, that scarf washed away in the cold silver streams, like the dreams we spun under the gold prairie beams. Now the cabins lie empty and the porch is all mown for a cowboy ride, fading trails alone. Years fell away like the leaves from those trees. Her laughter once filled up the autumn soft breeze, but time like a thief stole her warmth in the night, leaving just memories fading out.
the cabins lie empty and the porch is all mown for a cowboy rides the fading trails alone. Under the vast aching sky where the old river bends, I reckon hearts are like rivers, they twist and they win, but each turn they take, they're forever changed, like a scarf caught in currents, forever estranged. That scarf washed away with my heart's quiet pleas, lost in the dance of the whispering trees. The sun dips, the shadows claim the day's fiery glow. A cowboy drifts onward, letting go, but never hold. In the shadow of an old oak's reach, where the creek sings lullabies, lies a cabin worn and weathered under vast unending skies. There's a bed inside that cabin where the linen smell of sage, and a scarf you left behind, my love, now yellowed with age. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows hold the sunset, the porch creaks with my sighs. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. The trail's gone cold and dusty, like the memories in my mind. Gravel roads we roamed are fading, left so many miles behind. The town seems just too quiet now, like it knows you're gone for good. And the saddle where you sat by me is just worn out leather and wood. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows frame the twilight, the door sways with my cries. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. Now the rain taps on the rooftop like your fingers drumming time, and I wonder if the storm clouds know what's forever left behind. By the hearth I sit in silence, the flames flicker out your name. In this house of broken whispers, life's never quite the same. The empty bed said nothing, but I felt its cold embrace. Each night's a haunting melody of your absent grace. The moonlight steals through curtains, painting shadows we once knew. This empty bed says nothing, still I'm speaking back to you. In the shadow of a pine, where the wildflowers sway, we etched our names in a heart deep in the grave. underneath that tree, on a bed of fallen leaves. Promises were whispered as the dust clung to our sleeves. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray. Ever since that pine and you walked away. Years have rolled like rivers neath the moon's watchful gaze. Old porch creaks alone and reminiscing better days. The saddle hangs untouched, dust gathers on its skin, a testament to ride and the trails we wander in. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray. Ever since that pine and you walked away. The gravel road's still there, it leads to nowhere now. The echoes of your laughter are shadows in the plow. I tread that path in dreams, find the tree that knew our names, only to awake to the whispering ghost that remains. Oh, the pine tree walked away like the dreams at break of day. No more whispers in the leaves, no more words left to say. And as the stars appear, I feel the night reclaim the place where once a pine and a love knew my name. Underneath the shadow of the old oak tree, there's a scarf you left, now part of the breeze. Scarlet like a sunset, it whispers and sighs, echoes of your laughter in the whispering ride. That old porch creaked under secrets we'd shared as dust danced in the light, like soft ash in the air. Oh, how the dust bleeds, just like my heart, on trails long faded, where we're worlds apart. Every step on these gravel roads, a solemn creed, underneath these vast skies, where the old winds plead. Cabin stands empty where our whispers once laid, windows staring blankly where our shadows would wade. An old saddle untouched rests by the cold hearth, a relic arise through wildflower paths. Now rain taps like Morse code on the tin roof above, playing tunes of a time when I knew your love. Oh, how the dust bleeds, just like my heart, on trails long faded, where we're worlds apart. Every step on these gravel roads, a solemn creed, underneath these vast skies, where the old winds bleed. Now I ride through the twilight silence is deep. The echoes of my heartbeats are the company I keep. As the night claims the colors and shadows intertwine, I find solace in the stars, your memory divine. Oh, how the dust bleeds, and so do I, in the echoes of the land, under the vast twilight sky. With each gust of wind I face what I've lost. Dust bleeds like tears on the crosses I've crossed. And in the quiet, the end of day, please set free the memories like old oak leaves.
On lonesome hill, beneath the crying sky, an old oak whispers secrets when the wind blows by. Its leaves hold tales of you and me, in the shadow of our dreams where we used to be. A cabin sits, its porch worn thin. Ghost of your scarf dancing in the wind. Those gravel roads where our stories spilled, now just dusty tracks that the rain can't heal. Oh, lonesome hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies where you slip from my grip, and the sun sets paint on my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. Gone are the days of laughter and wine, only echoes in the hollow where I lay my mind. Your saddle's untouched, it's been years I reckon. Mourn's so leathered, each crease a lesson. The creek still runs, but it's not the same. Without your reflection, it's just water and pain. Hardened by time, softened by tears. This wandering life, shaped by fears. Oh, lonesome hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies where you slip from my grip, and the sun sets paint on my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. I'd ride back to you, through storms and through shadows, to truths we once knew. But dreams are just echoes fading into the night, and I'm just a shadow under fading twilight. So lonesome hill bleeds, and I'm trying to believe in a sky that still holds both your heart and your leave. As the night closes in on the plains wide and still, I'll remember us fondly, forever on Lonesome Hill.
Out by the ridge where the oak tree stands tall, once whispered secrets in the shadows of fall. You laughed under starlight so wild and so bold. near the wagon wheel turn cold. Oh, the winds of the prairie keep singing your name. In the rustle of leaves, I still feel the same. But the heart of this cowboy's grown weary and old. By the wagon wheel turn cold. We carved our dreams in the side of that hill, in the quiet little town where time stood still. But seasons turned as our story was told. Leaves fell round the wagon wheel cold. Your scarf in the breeze, like a flag unfurled. Now just a memory in this lonely world. Rain washed your footsteps from the path we strolled, leaving just the wagon wheel silent and cold. Oh, the winds of the prairie keep singing your name. In the rustle of leaves, I still feel the same. But the heart of this cowboy's grown weary and old. By the wagon wheel turn cold. So here by the firelight with embers aglow, I ponder on love lost and the dust of the road. Each sunset's a painting that's never quite sold, a landscape of life with its colors now old. Yes, the winds of the prairie still sing your sweet name, and the ghost of your touch sets my soul all aflame. I'll ride these trails till my last tale is told, haunting the wagon wheel turn cold. Forever near the wagon wheel turn cold. Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I found a scarf you left, a piece of you that never fails to bring back wild winds whispering through the sills of empty cabins under skies that sadness fills. We danced on gravel roads, not caring for our sins, laughing neath the moon where my regret begins. Storm sank into the canyon deep, just like your love slipped through my keep. Rivers of rain washed away what once was mine. In the echo of the old church bell, I hear your voice, a distant swell, haunted by the ghost of your sweet vine. Time's worn the saddle where you once sat by my side. Now just dusty echoes and open spaces wide. The porch we built by hand now wears a coat of gray, each board a testament to dreams that slipped away. Sunsets bleed like wounds across the western sky. In the twilight hush, I hear the coyotes cry. Storm sank into the canyon deep, just like your love slipped through my keep. Rivers of rain washed away what once was mine. In the shadow of the lonely pines, I trace your face in the fading lines, lost in the wind like your sweet sigh. There's a calm in the heart of the storm, a truth no man can deny. Amongst the thorns and the storm sank into the canyon deep. Love's a promise we couldn't keep underneath the vast, unyielding, endless sky. With every step on this lonely ground, your memory's a haunting sound on